Good morning and welcome to this Fellowship of Grace Bible Fellowship. I would invite you to consider carefully with me the words of Psalm 65, verse 1 through 5. Praise is due to you, O God, in Zion, and to you shall vows be performed. O you who hear prayer, to you shall all flesh come. When iniquities prevail against me, you atone for our transgressions. Blessed is the one you choose and bring near to dwell in your courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of your house, the holiness of your temple. By awesome deeds you answer us with righteousness. O God of our salvation, the hope of all the ends of the earth and of the farthest seas. Here the psalmist declares that the appropriate praise and worship that is due the Lord. This passage, much like the passage Rick will be preaching from today out of 1 John, declares all flesh will come to the Lord. And much as our passage today declares Christ's atonement for the sins of the world. In one of the most popular movies released in 2008, a story is told of a nation divided into 12 districts. The capital, as a measure of control and punishment, requires each of the 12 districts to provide one boy and one girl tribute to play a game to the death where they kill off each other until there is one survivor. Early in this movie, many of you will recognize as the Hunger Games, Prim Everdeen was chosen by a lottery as a tribute from District 12. When her name was called, her older sister, Katniss Everdeen, almost immediately called out that she would be a volunteer tribute to her younger sister's place. The younger sister, Prim, vehemently opposed this substitution as Katniss was taken as the female tribute from District 12. Now, this didn't happen in the movie, but imagine watching this scene unfold, and because of the protest of the younger sister, they took them both. Even though the price of the tribute had been paid at what was called the reaping, they would take them both. We would have had nothing but disdain and treachery for the capital. Now, the capital was worthy of disdain and treachery for other reasons, but we would think that can't be, that is so unjust. And such would be the case if Christ stepped in and made propitiation, or according to this illustration, volunteered as a tribute for the whole world, as in every individual who ever lived would have their sin atoned for, yet God would still require those who rejected to be punished. Though they rejected, their guilt and punishment had already been borne by Christ, and such is his effective work that they could no longer be held accountable for any act of unrighteousness. While this is not what is being taught in this passage, we don't want to be distracted from what is being taught. We don't want to mishear the hope that we have in the complete and utter satisfaction of God with those who believe, so that when we do sin, we know that we have an advocate. We have an advocate, Christ, our Redeemer, who advocates on our behalf and is 100% effective as his work on the cross continues to be 100% effective. There is no part of Christ's sacrifice that was in vain because some who he died for would reject, and thus they would still be held accountable. 100% of Christ's sacrifice is effective for those who believe, and that gives us great hope. God's righteous demands are completely and continually satisfied. Imagine a righteous God who is completely satisfied with us because the work of Christ is complete and completely effective.